Ladies and grasshoppers, it is time for another exciting episode of Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller. It's directed by Cinderama, and it's produced by The Camera Lady, and association by The Cameraman, with performances by the Color Beatty Crew and Evo Amber, with partners by Tom Allen, Edward Scott, and Rebel Wilson, with his co-host, Elia Muller. So without further ado, let's get the show on the road.
Aloha! I wonder what's coming up next. Let's see. Oh, we've got a weeknight update with Ellie Muller. Then the morning show starting Rebel Wilson, and extremely early with Edward Scott. That's all still to come at Nick and Night. Aloha!
From the gorgeous YouTube dog show. And hey, hang on to your hats. Why did I say that? It's Weeknight with Ellie Muller. And now, a man who told me to say, hey, hang on to your hats. Why? I mean, nobody is using that phrase anymore. Man, he is the one and really the only Mr. Ellie Muller. Ha! Welcome to Weeknight Update. My name is Ellie Muller. What's up? The theme song was composed by Dominic Madness Piano. The Color Beatty Crew and the Camera Lady and the Cameraman are responsible for most of the things that you will see here on this program tonight, and they are Shoutout Spotlight Weeknight. Along with Evo Amity, Dragon Ball 2004. Hopefully he'll return to this program very, very soon. Pierre Kelly, GD the YouTuber, aka GD Cube, Alex K's Tombstone, Bombation Productions, Bob Corley, Vigilant Media, Laura Core, Wireless Chris More Tooth, All 3 Do Not Hack, Tall 3 Be Upset, Small 3 Be Active, and Anchor Train Rail Fan. Please check all those people out. Excuse me. Folks, it's time for us to find out what's up. Here we go.
What is up? 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 Bum 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 bum.
What's up with hats? We're going to need them later. What's up with hats? We're going to need them later. What? It's going to be very cold outside next week. Now listen to this. Yellowstone employees had to rescue and recover 300 hats from hydrothermal areas. Hey, don't let the hats burn. And hey, police officers in Dallas, Texas are now allowed to wear cowboy hats. Officials have not talked about the big guidelines yet, but I do know what they must do as police officers in order to keep their cowboy hats on. Fight, scream, and sing country music. All right, folks. It's time for another top 8 list. MP, Pink F, let's rock and roll.
Does everybody know what time it is? Is it time for something that involves a weeknight update? That's correct. It's time for our top 8. Yeah, top 8 to know what the top 8 things are. Yeah, it's going to be great. Oh, I'm so excited. I wonder what the top 8 is going to be this time. Well, we're going to have to figure it out. Well, Ellie's going to figure it out. Yeah, Tom, it's absolutely so. Well then, what are we waiting for? Take it away, Ellie! Yeehaw!
You got a boss prize category top 8 things that might be in your hat someday. Number 8, keys. Number 7, a snack. Number 6, a rock. Number 5, socks. Number 4, a rabbit. Number 3, a pencil. Number 2, a pen. And the number 1 thing that might be in your hat someday is nothing. That's it. That's big buildup? Yeah, why? That buildup wasn't really a buildup. What do you expect? Hey, chill. Thank you, boys. You know what, do a hashtag week update, hashtag Ellie Roll for late night, hashtag Ellie Roll for adults, some hashtag spread around, and hashtag autism rules. Get those hashtags on social media, please, and please acknowledge the camera lady, the cameraman, and the curvy crew when you use that last hashtag because they created that last hashtag. And while you're at, like this thing, subscribe and around, share, and share in the comment section down below. Whatever you do, please do not go anywhere. We will be right back with the in-between monologue, special delivery, and updates on A-Rapidly Dragon Ball over 2004, a moment for everyone, target time, random advice, and this week's content of the week question. Remember, this is still Weeknight Update, and now here it is, your bottom line.
Today on Tasty Meals, I'm going to show you how to make a delicious meal with just one simple ingredient. A phone. I'm going to have a medium cheese.
Nick at Night has the knack to be all it's cracked up to be. In fact, Nick at Night is packed with exactly my kind of classic TV.
With most carpet companies, you take a chance on delivery. Even if they tell you next week for sure, you know it could be next year. So no matter what they tell you, don't spin your wheels. Call the one company that promises your carpet in one day. We even put that in writing. Empire today, carpet tomorrow.
588-2300 Empire.
So you can call Empire and get your carpet in one day, or you can go somewhere else and take your chances.
Need a few good women. Boogie, 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 boogie. Is this the real Polly?
Invasion of the Polly Snatchers.
Sign up for Major Dan. Then meet a private eye with a PhD in TLC.
Is that the non-stick kind that kind of doesn't hurt when you peel it off?
I don't know, let's check.
Valerie Bertinelli, Sydney. Tonight after Major Dan.
Welcome back to Weeknight Update, and now it's time for the in-between monologue. Alright, now, you know how this works, right? 5 random jokes in less than a minute and a half, alright? They can make you laugh, cringe, or say, Let's get started. Whenever something big happens, someone would say this: hang on to your hats. Is the wind strong enough to make the hats blow away? I mean, seriously. When Mary Tyler Moore did her show in the 70s, she let her hat go. She didn't need to hang on to her hat. If you see a spider wearing a hat, then please do one important thing. Run! Spiders shouldn't wear hats. If you give a bear a hat, then the bear will eat it. So don't give a bear a hat. Problem solved. Staring at the sun is not nice. You don't want your eyes to burn. And finally, when you go outside, please do not wear a straw hat. Why? Because goats, supermodels, and bodybuilders will eat it. There you go. Now, how about another episode of Special Delivery, huh?
waiter audition. Beth.
Oh, come on, Captain. That shady character in the beach obviously sent us on a wild goose chase. Don't be silly. There are no wild geese here. They're flying south for the winter. Waiter. Oh, jeez. Achoo! A little more pepper, please. I sure do love it. Of course you do. A little more? More? A little more, thanks? Just a bit more. Oh, for crying out loud, would you just keep the pepper? Thanks. I sure do love that pepper. Achoo! We're wasting time. We should be out finding the sneaky hermit. Did you just say sneaky hermit? Yes, I did. I absolutely had a band with him. It turned out badly. Well, that's a coincidence. Yeah. Do you have any idea where this hermit is now? No? Well, have you seen anything suspicious? You mean those villains carrying a wriggling sack into that old restaurant? Ding! I call that suspicious, 'cause no one goes into that old restaurant. When did you see this? Out the window. My bullcraps, Captain. We got work to do. To that old restaurant. I don't care where you go. Oh, yes. Thanks. Now where was I? Oh, yeah. To that old restaurant away.
That was incredible. Yes. Evil Amity Dragon Ball Over 2004 still hasn't returned to this program yet, but he has 330 subscribers right now, and he will return to this program very, very soon with a new segment/sketch series entitled The Amber Alert. So please stay tuned, and please check her out if you haven't done so already. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to have a moment for everyone.
Hey, Rebel, do you know what time it is? No, the camera lady. What time is it? Well, Rebel, it's time for a moment for everyone. I wonder what Ellie is going to say this time. Well, we're about to find out right now. Yeah, so take it away, Ellie. Yeah, Ellie. Love you, my smoochie poo.
Folks, you know the drill, right? I'm going to talk about the dream that I had last night. It might surprise you, but I want you to remember that this show is not like any other late night talk. So here we go. In the dream that I had last night, I was interviewing Sophia Carson on the Adult Swim version of this program, and the interview went really well. She and I talked about her career, her friends, and her singing voice. Then I asked her if she could sing a song, and that's when things got interesting. She called the camera lady and Tiffany Riley, and all three of them got on my desk and sang a song just for me. Their singing voices were beautiful. Of course, when they were done singing, they all kissed me on the lips, took their clothes off, and started having sex. That's right, it was steamy and incredible. The show came to an end, but Sophia Carson, the camera lady, and Tiffany Riley were only getting steamier and steamier. So we kept having sex with each other, and as we were getting steamier and steamier, a dog was barking. This was all in the dream, by the way. I woke up because, as it turns out, my dog Rico was barking. Now, that's the dream, but I do want to say this before we move on with the rest of the program. My imagination may be wild, but your imagination can be even wilder. So don't be afraid to dream and imagine, because your imagination will one day become a reality. I don't know why I said that, but whatever. Hey, how about a little talking time, huh?
Hey, do you know what time it is? That's right, it's talking time to know what he's going to talk about. So, let's talk about it. Woohoo!
My, oh my. Listen to this, folks. Yellowstone employees had to recover 300 hats from hydrothermal areas. That's right. My goodness gracious. I mean, how can your hat be ripped off your head by a gust of wind? But yet, how can that same hat be blown into a dangerous place? I mean, seriously, it makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. And yet, all the Yellowstone employees had to recover 300 lost hats from hydrothermal areas between January 1st and today. That makes no sense at all. In fact, Adam, can you come here, please? Ladies and gentlemen, my little boy Adam. Now, Adam, you need to listen to this, all right? Actually, you need to read this, all right? 300 hats had to be recovered and rescued from hydrothermal areas by all of the Yellowstone employees.
Also, basically like the guys, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, right? You see old reliable, you go, that guy goes real high. And then you realize there's an air grab. And then your fancy little fedora hat goes, whee! Because you didn't staple it to your damn head because you forgot the guy's is that canon? I don't know. My sources, I made
Now, listen to this, all right? Police officers in Dallas are now allowed to wear cowboy hats. What is this? The Andy Griffith Show?
First of all, I don't want to be that guy, but that seems a little bit weird, right? Like, I feel like every cop that wears like some type of hat, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, I mean, it looks cool, right? Like, who doesn't want to be a cowboy? Especially in the Texas state, cowboys.
True, but there aren't any guidelines as to how you're supposed to keep your cowboy hats on while you're on duty. And look at this, all right? Just look at them, all right? That's how the actual police officers look in Dallas, Texas.
I will lie, folks, right? I get wanting a cowboy hat, but take that shit off now. You is not rocking that. It does not go well. Like the colors match, but the overall, no, folks. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. You don't got that cookie.
My goodness. And by the way, folks, you gotta listen to what Adam says whenever he shows up on this program, because he tells the truth. All right? He tells the truth all the time. And sometimes when he tells the truth, he can be brutal. I guess that's why there's actually a term called brutally honest.
Look, I don't know what he's saying, but let me tell you something, right? Everything that I say is what I think. Could it be wrong? Maybe. Could it be right? Maybe. But I tell you what, It's the number one thing on my mind, and I'm gonna tell you. Rico, calm down. You see, Rico feels it, alright? Rico feels that energy that I got in my soul. He goes, yes, sir. You feel me? He's my personal hype man.
Yeah. Woo! Hey, I got an idea. This will help us cool off a little bit. A little thing that I like to call random advice. We have talked about how nobody should try to be skinnier than a supermodel or a bodybuilder because that would lead to eating disorders and things like that. We have also talked about how you shouldn't overeat because it would lead to obesity, diabetes, and several other things. There must always be a balance because if everything isn't balanced, then huge problems will pop up. That's not a joke, folks. It's a fact. Alright? So that's why you must always do the right things in order to be healthy. Always. You know what those things are, right? Good. That means that there's no use in repeating all the things that you need to do in order to be healthy. Now, some people are still trying to be skinnier than the supermodels and bodybuilders, and they're doing that by eating less food than the average rabbit and exercising 24/7. Now, by now, you're getting very worried about those people because you care about them. But those people are telling you that they'll be worth it in the end. What should you do? Well, you should support them no matter what, but you should also talk to several doctors about this. They'll basically say the same things that I'm saying, but with a longer explanation. Also, you should pray for them because they'll be in for the roughest time of their lives. Woo-wee! Now, let's go over this week's comment of the week question, shall we? This week's comment of the week question is, what makes autumn/fall great for you? Go over to the post section of my YouTube channel page and answer that question as honestly and as thoughtfully as you can. Well, that's it for tonight's episode of Weeknight Update, but I will see you tomorrow night. That is the news, and I am out, skis, 4x4.
And that has been another exciting episode of Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller. And now it is time to hear some final thoughts of the villains. So, good night, everyone.
Yeah, this show is good for what else, me? Really? What else, ya? Insomnia. True. Yeah,
Nick at Night has the knack to be all it's cracked up to be. In fact, Nick at Night is packed with exactly my kind of classic TV.